I always find it fascinating when the Drag Race producers take a lighter approach to the way they manage an episode. For example, the final challenge of All Stars 11 Pink Bracket took a really different approach to the other two episodes previous to it. Most rational people will agree that the first two episodes of Pink Bracket seemed pretty obvious what they wanted to happen at the end. But then in the Makeover Challenge, one that is typically the worst judged of any episode of Drag Race, the one where the judges will say whatever they want, however they want, to secure placements for whoever they're pushing, the panel suddenly took a balanced and fair approach to their criticism, which is abnormal for the Makeover Challenge. Contestants you would think they're trying to push to the next round, they left at a standstill tie and left everything up to chance and social dynamics. This could have completely backfired on their end. And what I think they got was exactly what they were looking for, and that was a great TV moment. Lately, Drag Race has been very heavily producing their episodes, but then in one, they will suddenly take their hands off the steering wheel, hit the gas, and let the car swerve. And I think what the intention of this is to throw a little bit of chaos into the soup. Let some sparks happen and see what's generated from that static. And with the third episode of the Pink Bracket, I think they were vying for their Emmy win this year. Because what they got was nothing less than lightning in a bottle. The bottom four contestants all played their social game completely different to each other. And the fallout of those last few minutes created what I think is the exact ingredients they were hoping for to get an Emmy nomination. And I think these lack of production episodes are so purposefully done, hoping every time that they will get a result like this happening. And I think it proves that they don't need to be so heavy-handed with their choices every single week. They don't need to be so obvious about the cards they're playing. Sometimes chaos is exactly what reality TV needs to create the best moments. When Drag Race finally manicures everything from the intro of the queens to the time that they leave the main stage, we're just getting canned bits. You might as well call them bits and canned because they're so canned and there are so many bits. Whereas the last episode of the Pink Bracket was so interesting because the producers were not being obvious and were not controlling everything from top to bottom.